Oh, here we go. Right as we go through the poison. Our friend and protector. A magnificent monument. Its splendor will remind our people of our great leadership in these trying times for generations to come. Its massive weight will serve as a reminder to the Anbu to obey its human masters forever. With this, I think I can finally retire. You have overcome many obstacles, and no matter what else we may yet encounter, I am certain that you will lead us toward a prosperous future. It has been a pleasure to go on this journey with you, and I hope we can go on another one soon throughout the early access of the Wandering Village and beyond. Okay, can we run through the poison real quick, maybe? I guess we're already through it now, aren't we? The village monument. Okay, the qualifications for that were a bit odd. I had to, I believe I was required to build and use the blood extractor. I believe I was required to build and use the bile extractor. We didn't actually complete the building of the deep rock thing, but I had it queued when the 100 days happened. It was in the process of being built. We could not let his tail wag before day 100. And we removed most of the spikes, but not all. There's 3 left there. So what I would do is either cure him or feed him an antidote, and sometimes feed him too, and then pull a spike out. Or I would pet him and feed him and then pull a spike out. The lower his head gets, it appears, the riskier it is to, because you another qualification for this is you cannot, I believe you cannot have any buildings destroyed. We had to wait once so a tornado didn't get us, and we were careful not to upset him enough to shake and destroy the buildings. The first completion, I didn't get this. I got the survivor instead, the default one, and then I went back to day 80, and I built these 2 rows of decorations by the housing to increase their happiness with the housing, I guess, their decoration. And I also did not, this wasn't here, and neither was the other farm. So I added a farm building tomato, or making tomatoes, and I added a farm making corn, and I added 2 kitchens. One's making the grilled tomatoes. This one's making mushroom stew right now because we didn't have any corn. This one's making the beet soup, and this one's making the berry. And we're also making bread. We also researched bread because it's just easier to keep your people alive if you. But we didn't make it all the way through the skill tree. There's some things we just didn't research. I don't know if making the black pudding was required, but since we were only a step away, we went ahead and did it. And I think that was all the qualifiers, because that was the only thing different in the 2 runs, was adding adding the decorations, adding the two other food sources, and pulling out more spikes. I had only pulled out 5 or so spikes before in that first run, but then when I backed up, we started pulling them out one after another, and we got down to just 4 of them left, and it gave us the achievement. The difference was so slight that but that appears to be what it is.